Looks like the stream is live. Sorry, we're live. I just had to double check. Hello everyone, welcome back to CTR stream. Let's go back to online. Let's see what's in our pit stop though today. Oil Monster Fake Crash. Ooh. Well, we're going to be doing online races. Just kind of chill back, enjoy our time on this Mother's Day. And just relax. Now, how many races do I have to do left as 15? All right. No one here has the wheels. I feel like people are going to vote Papoose, if anything. Or the lobby will die. You know. The other very common thing to happen. There we go. My stream health is yellow, thankfully. Nina's Nightmare, okay. See if anybody has the wheels once everyone loads in. You know, if they even do load in. No one has the wheels. Nice, nice, nice. Doesn't mean I'll win necessarily, but you know, it's nice. Also, Mayo Doctor is not here, as you guys can probably tell. He's just not talking at the moment. I don't know why. If I had to guess, probably something to do with Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day, so can't really blame him if that's the case anyways. I mean, I could blame him, but I'm not going to. Not this time. Got my idle game prepared. Everything is good. And everybody just teleported into existence. Okay, well I couldn't get Sacred Fire there. Got a little screwed over. It's fine. Oh, well, lost my blue flame. Didn't think I had no reserves, but I guess I didn't. Gives everybody, I guess, a chance to catch up to me. There we go. Easy win. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Online WUMPA collector. That is me. All right. What is next? Also, a hunter player, very uncommon to see. Get our drift class going. Mayo just responded to me. Yeah, Mother's Day is what's it called? Yeah, Mother's Day is complicates things a little bit, but you know, whatever. I'll stream what I can. Also, this person has the Xfinity car. I just realized that. Alright, now this is where the true race begins. This is where we see who is the best at this track and who is not. Who's the best and who's the worst? Looks like I'm the best at this track. A cursory glance. Somebody could have just screwed up, you know. It's possible. Oh, that was bad. Oh well. Can't tell if that Coco player is the blue flame still or not. I don't think they do. Here we go. We won! Again! Trying to figure out a whole bunch of stuff out on the side, because of course every time I start streaming, everybody likes to assault me and bombard me with messages. Ah, two crashes. Two Cocos? No, they swapped over to... Wait, is that Coco still? think it is Coco. Coco in Wonderland. This Nitro crate, it invokes fear upon me. They could genuinely be the best player here. Also, very surprised I didn't get hit by that blue orb. Oh, shoot. They lost blue flame too, so it's whatever. Oh, wow. Another blue orb? It's insane. A clock? Ooh, what is this match? Sweet. Man, it's so weird playing with D-pad only now, but doing these U-turns feels amazing, so... Nice. Done that! Turbo Track, heck yeah, dude. So far, so good. Crash go. Whatever. We'll be fine. Yes. Sorry, I'm doing some stuff on the side. It'll be a short stream today. Here we go, another win in the bag. Though, if I didn't hit Burnsy, I would have lost for sure. Back to the races. basic person. There's a lot of basic carts here. It's really weird. I guess I'll join the basic cart party. I don't know if I want the checker pattern. I might swap it out. Alright, let's see how good of a race I can do here. Alright, let's see. I will read chat when I can. I cannot read it in the middle of a race that I'm trying hard to win. Because I am a tryhard. That was my own beaker. And yes, I am alone on the stream. I got to read it. Can't read your name at the moment, though. Well, give me a shield. I do not think I'm going to get a shield. Oh, oh, it's blurring. Hello, blurring. Yeah, Mayo isn't here. Mother's Day and then some other stuff complicating things. Shoot. So he is unable to join me. Today is going to be probably a short stream, just because it is Mother's Day. I got some stuff I need to do. People are asking me questions now about stuff for later on in the day, so I might have to compromise a little bit, which is whatever. But how are you doing today? $650 blue essence coins. Let's go. Hopefully Pinstripe gets a new legendary skin for the next update. Yeah, the gangster skin for a year, and the other characters then too. Yeah, I agree. He should be next in line for getting a new skin. Police Pinstripe. That'd be a very weird skin for him, but could be cool at the same time. Granted, I don't really know what you could do with Pinstripe, though. I don't know. You could really do anything with any characters if you think hard enough about it. I just don't know offhand. I'm not really good. I guess I think way too much about their character archetype or something, which I shouldn't, because it doesn't matter. We got Farmer Engine, for crying out loud. Or Communist Tiny. I guess Police Pinstripe could work. I guess because he's a gun, it'd be the best thing to do with him, I would say. So you know what? I think Police Pinstripe is a good skin. Detective Pinstripe would be really good too. Or Card Dealer Pinstripe, maybe? Because he has that mobster thing going on, you know? I'll read your comment in a bit. Just focusing on the race right now, even though I'm going to win, I'm almost certain. Still want to do... Oh, I like to have good races in general. Or go for cannon ending a CTR. Yeah. Another race won. I don't even remember what was the canon winning of the game. What happened? Let's buy Oil Monster, Fake Crash, just so we can get the last one of those. And I think I'll get the polar skins next. Which cart do I want to use? Let's use the 6-pipe. Let's use the fire. He became a shoemaker. That'd be a good skin. Shoemaker pinstripe. I'd be totally okay with that. You would hear 0 complaints from me there. Let's do Polar Pass. I like Polar Pass. Oh, look at it. It's the polar. It's a cute little polar. He's got a classic cart and he's playing his polar and they're playing balanced. Oh, it's cute. Yeah, I can use Pinstripe for a race. Why not? Just one race though, because I need to unlock the skin still for the babies. But yeah, I can do a race as Pinstripe. All right, let's see if I can do really good on Polar Pass. Also, let's see if this Polar is secretly super duper good at the game. Or if he's just new to the game, just bought it, you know. I feel so bad for everyone in this lobby. Oh. Oh, shoot. go. I just wanted the blue flame, okay? Oh, they both did. I don't know if they did the full shortcut, but they did some shortcut. Saw it on the map. Nice. So did the polar player too. So the polar player is decent to say the least. There we go. We did it. Yeah, it kind of. I feel bad when you're placed into a lobby with newcomers. Nobody finished. That sucked. Like, yeah, it's good for me, but I feel bad. I always feel bad for all the other racers. Like, they shouldn't be put in a lobby with me. Like, I'll be completely honest. It's not fair to them. So, especially because they're supposed to be like skilled matchmaking now or whatever. So I feel like it just makes everything even worse. Plays Gangster Pinstripe. Do this. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. Let's see how all you guys fare on Mystery Cave. I like Mystery Caves a lot. I think it's an underrated stage. Not many people play it, so I feel like. But I like this stage a lot, personally. That was a terrible start from me. Let's see if I can fix my ways. Didn't get Sacred Fire, failed thing. Oh, that's not good. Oh, okay, we're good. Okay, this Velo's pretty decent, I must say. Well, I lost my Blue Flame. What? Or not Blue Flame, Sacred Fire. How'd that happen? How'd I run out of reserves? I don't think I'm going to win this race, but it's fine. Wait, did that guy... Oh, that guy either waited for me or something screwed him over. I won! Nice. Barely, but I won. There we go. What are the underrated tracks of this game? Well, that's subjective. I'll give you my opinions on tracks that I personally think are underrated. I think Mystery Caves is underrated. I do think it's a really good stage. That nobody really plays. Um, I'm trying to think of some. I think Jungle Boogie is pretty underrated. I do like Jungle Boogie a lot. It's really simple. I think it's probably one of the best, very simple stages in the game. Um, I can't think of like the stages off the top of my head. Is the problem right now? Um, I think Twilight Tour is pretty underrated. It was the first new track in this game, and I thought it was pretty good. I still think it is. Let's see some other ones. I personally think Blizzard Bluff is pretty underrated. I don't know how many people like Blizzard Bluff, but I think it's pretty underrated. Trying to think of some Nitro Kart tracks, more of them. Thunderstruck is really underrated. I really love Thunderstruck. It's one of my favorite tracks probably in this game. I think it probably had one of the best conversions too. from having gravity sections in it, and from them getting rid of it. So overrated tracks, I think, are much easier because you see them more often. And when I would think of an overrated track, these are tracks which I think are good, but not nearly as good as people make them out to be. Like Papu's Pyramid, it's a fine track, right? But people seem to always love to vote this track. Like, what is there that is so great about this track that everybody sees? Ruse Tubes, again, I also think is an overrated track. It's a good track, don't get me wrong. I just don't see why people have this like ridiculous appeal to it comparatively to other tracks. I think. Gosh, what is the name of these other tracks? I'm just struggling to think of them currently because again, I can't think of the names really well offhand. Like, let me maybe if I pulled up a list of tracks, I might be able to to tell you or something. Like if I put a tier list of tracks, I guess I could probably tell you what I think is the best and which ones are overrated and which ones are underrated. I just don't know the tracks offhand. I think Android Alley is really overrated. Like, yeah, it's a really good farm track and stuff like that, but the problems with Android Alley is it's a really simple track that's really spacious, and it doesn't really have anything going for it in my opinion because of that. Like, hold on, let me bring up a list of everything, and I think I can make this easier. Crash, Team Racing, Nitro Fuel tracks. All right, so let's take a look. So for underrated tracks, I would say Mystery Caves is one. Blizzard Bluff, I also think is underrated. And I guess those two I think are underrated in terms of like tracks from Team Race, Crash Team Racing, and then in Nitro Kart, I think Meteor Gorge or Meteor George is underrated. I think Out of Time is severely underrated. It's a really good track. I think Thunderstruck is underrated, and I think Thunderstruck is underrated. And then I think Twilight Tour is underrated too. Now for overrated tracks, in my opinion, I think that I think Ruse Tubes and Crash Cove are overrated. I think Papu's Pyramid is overrated. Those three I think are overrated in what's it called in CTR, and then CNK I think I think Android Alley's overrated. I honestly think Deep Sea Driving's a little overrated too. I know people really like the track, and I do to an extent, but there's a lot of things that I really don't like about it. So I think those two are overrated. And a bit of Tiny Temple. Again, it's a track a lot of people like, but it's a very simple track. So yeah. And then there's not really any overrated DLC tracks. And those are my thoughts on which tracks I do personally think are overrated and underrated for the most part. Obviously, it's all subjective, but that's what I think. I wanted to change my characters over to Amy, but I couldn't. I wanted us to be the Nitro squad. I thought that would have been a fun race. Alright, let's see if any of these people are good, or if this lobby placed me again, or with some unfortunate souls that have to deal with a player that is pretty dang good and beat the dev times. I hate that it's just me tooting my own horn, but at the same time, it's like I have it's true. Like I've beaten the dev times. I clearly have. I'm clearly a high skilled player. I don't know why they would put low skilled players with me or lower skilled ones. Like they shouldn't have to do that. They should be able to race with people that don't completely destroy them, you know? Because then I feel like, well, where's the fun of them, like for them, right? No problem, man. I like giving my opinions out on video games. It's fun. I know Mayo would have a much different opinion too, because I believe he would think this track is probably overrated. But I think this track is good enough to justify the amount of people that like it, so... You know, I kind of wish he was here, but, you know, there's a few things going on in his life outside of just Mother's Day that is unfortunately gating him from being here today. Which means I'm going to end the stream kind of soonish, but for now we shall play. Sweet, I win. Probably stream another 20-ish minutes, give or take. In case you were curious how long I was intending on streaming. What tracks do you think are underrated and overrated? Now, everybody's got a different opinion, so what's your opinion personally? Curious. Why do people like Papu's Pyramid or Ruse Tubes? I'm not really sure. I think a lot of people just like the simplicity of it. I mean, I think so. The thing is, I like Papu's Pyramid. Ooh, hyperspace way. I like Papu's Pyramid, and I like Ruse Tubes a lot. But those are stages I feel like are more fun offline than they are online. And I kind of think that's how people feel about it, like, for lack of a better explanation. Like, I think people like the stages, but I don't think people will like them as much online. So, but because they like it in general, they just choose the stage. I guess I like the stages a lot, but it's like they're not as fun to me when I'm playing them offline. So, you know, or online, or whatever. Like, I don't like to play them online, so just never did. Maybe Papu's Pyramid is just a stage that everybody gets to play and is simple, which is weird because I would assume Papu Pyramid would be a stage most people don't like just because the beginning pyramid that you have to go up is really annoying for some people. It's kind of annoying for me, but I still like the stage. So, I don't know. Everybody just has their preferences. Just how it is. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Vroom, 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 vroom. Vroom, vroom. Ignore my dogs. Underrated, Oxide Station, Blizzard Bluff, Dragon Mines. I don't agree with Dragon Mines. See, Blizzard Bluff isn't, or not Blizzard Bluff. Oxide Station's in a weird spot because I wanted to say it's underrated, but I feel like a lot of people actually like Oxide Station. So I don't consider it underrated, I guess. Let's go. What do you think are the overrated stages then? Lobby is like dead. I think the entire lobby died, yeah. I don't know if it did, I'm just assuming it did. Yeah, it definitely did. Oh well. shoot. I was hoping to get a good time, but Beaker screwed me over. I mean, it's still pretty decent time. Could be better. Decent. Getting so annoyed at my dog's barking, but I can't stop it. Overrated Tiny Temple, Android Alley, Sewer Speedway, Mega Mix Mania when it got revealed, and Twilight Tour. I don't know. Interesting. Well, I see what you mean. You know, everybody could feel the same. There are certain ways about certain things anyway. I respect your opinion. I almost feel like Prehistoric Playground has kind of shifted to overrated status, in my opinion. That's just me. I'm gonna unlock the skins on my good friend over here named oh, I need both of these. Named Baby Cortex. I'm gonna do 6 races with him real quick. And then I'm probably gonna end the stream on that note because I need to get all his skins and because yeah, things are gonna start happening over here, I think, pretty soon, so. To be fair, though, a lot of stages when they got revealed were pretty overrated also. Like, almost every single one except for Spyro Circuit, but nobody likes Spyro Circuit. So, I wouldn't consider that one even underrated because I don't even think it's a good stage. So, it looks nice, but that's like the only thing I kind of like about it, is it looks nice. But I wouldn't call a stage strictly underrated just because it looks nice or whatever, you know? Oops. Oh well. I'll read what you said in a second. Wow, what? This is such a bad. What's it called? Dude, so bad on Jungle Boogie. Not as bad as this Hunter bot. Oh my goodness. There we go. It's one. Next time we should talk about underrated and overrated characters. I mean, if you want to, we can right now. While I'm still doing these. I mean, the first clear-cut overrated character is Coco. She gets way too much love that she honestly does not need. And I think Rillaroo is a perfect character for my choice of most underrated character. Zem and Zam are pretty underrated. Especially Zem. Zem gets no representation. Zam does, just to a much lesser extent. I know Mayo would say that Hunter is underrated. I'm pretty sure he would say Hunter is underrated. I don't think Hunter's underrated because I don't really care enough about him in this game specifically. I like him in the Reignited trilogy, and I do like him in, what's it called? The original Spyro games. I don't know. I just don't care about him here. I think Nasty Nork is really underrated, though. And Spyro, honestly. But Nasty Nork, especially of those three, because I think Nasty Nork has, like, the best recolors in the entire game. Von Clutch is underrated, definitely. Pasadena, I would also say, is underrated. Everybody in there is underrated. There's a lot of underrated characters. Like, Koala Kong is really underrated. Tiny is really underrated. You, like, never see any Tiny players. Crunch is underrated, too. Like, you never see anybody who plays as Crunch. Cortex, I think, is underrated. It's like never any representation of him. In Cortex has a lot of really good skins, too. Which makes his ratedness, you know, his underappreciation even worse, in my opinion. I think Megamix is pretty underrated too. So I think Megamix is pretty cool, so. Yeah. There's a lot of underrated characters in my book, so. Like, there are just a lot of characters that deserve more representation than they get, period. Like, yeah. Yeah, I think those are, like, my big ones for underrated. And Krunk, especially, too. And Geary, obviously. Nobody ever talks and plays about or plays them. Which is disappointing, to say the least. Sorry, I was looking out my window for a second. As for overrated... Okay, we have... I guess. Oh yeah, and Velo is underrated. Real Velo and normal Velo, honestly. People were clamoring for him, and nobody plays him. As for overrated, Coco is very overrated. As much as I love the Iron Checkpoint Crate, I think the Iron Checkpoint Crate is overrated. Who else would I say is overrated? I kind of think Tana's a bit overrated, especially because they gave her so many skins when I don't really think they needed to, and they did, so I would say Tana's kind of overrated. Oh yeah, Komodo Mo is also very, very Very underrated, because everybody was also wanting him in the game, and, you know, nobody ever represents him, so, yeah. And by extension, Komodo Joe. I think I would say Amy from the Nitro Squad, very overrated. I do like her a lot, don't get me wrong. She's my favorite of the bunch. But there's too many people that play her. Um, who else do I think is overrated? I wouldn't really say Crash is overrated because he's kind of just like the main character, you know? I almost don't think it's fair. Um, so yeah. Can't see the chat right now, but yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of overrated characters. Oh yeah, Yaya Panda, stupidly overrated. Still stupid. Ugh. Oh, I keep thinking that's the last lap, and I keep looking away. That's why I keep veering off to the left every time I finish lap 2. What do you think are underrated and overrated characters? There we go, Red Baby Cortex. Let's see what you say in a second. Just fixing up something on my end. Go. Underrated characters: Pinstripe, Geary, Krunk, Oxide. Oh yeah, Oxide is definitely too. Nasty Nork. Yeah, there's so many underrated characters. Is the thing though? You know what I mean? Like I can't name them all. You know, for old time's sake, let's do a ring rally. We'll do it on Hyperspace Way because it's my best. Keeps getting rid of my sticker. Alright, let's see how I do on Ring Rally for my best stage. Still really like this game mode. I do think it's a lot of fun. I think I didn't miss that ring that I almost missed. I'm not really sure though. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Did screw up there, so I don't think my time is going to be the greatest, or my score, rather. Oh yeah, Entrance, or not Entrance, Entropy is also an overrated character. Forgot to mention it. Just characters that are coming to my mind last moment, I'm just like, yeah, this character's also overrated, so. What you said after this, it's going to be really hard for me to. Oops, missed some of those rings. It's been so long since I've done a ring rally. Also, it feels definitely less precise doing this with a D-pad. As opposed to when I was playing it with a control stick. Wow, that was bad. Oh well. Yeah, I jumped too low there. It's whatever. It's whatever. I know I'm not going to get my best score possible here anyways, because I've already screwed up. I'm just doing this for funsies. Lap 12. I've missed like 4 laps worth of those rings up there, which is really bizarre for me. I don't usually miss that many. Whatevs. Wait, how many coinage did I get for that? 314? How many do I even need to get the next skin? Oh, raid characters: Coco, Tana, Penta, Dr. Entropy, Yaya, Amy, Megumi, Liz, and Crunch. I don't really see any Liz players ever. Nor really Penta Penguin players anymore. They just never really show up. Not as much as they used to. Oh, speaking of a Penta. Gentleman Penta. Well, I'm going to end this stream there because I was going to end it kind of soonish anyways. It's Mother's Day. You know, everybody should be hanging out with their moms and stuff. I will, and my throat's starting to hurt a little bit, so. I will see you guys, though, next weekend on Friday. So on Friday, we will be streaming more of CTR and getting more skins. Thank you for stopping by. And see you guys then. Take care. Chicken tenders, all toasters, toast, toast. Bye-bye.